News. Niantic is back up to no good. Let me go ahead and tell you what's going on here. Welcome to the Pokemon Files. This is episode 2. Niantic's secret shadow ban gets exposed, where you can only get exclusive behind the scenes information directly from my source, only on the Wave Report. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, click that bell, so that way you can stay up to date with the latest behind the scenes information that's going on. But before we get into today's info, let's go ahead and drop that intro and we'll get right into it. All right, guys, for those of you who don't know me, I go by the name of the Wave Report. I started this channel back in 2016, dropping behind the scenes information, exclusive leaks, things of that nature, which all turned out to be true, from raids, from trading, from leagues, tournaments, all types of stuff. For those of you OG people, know that all of that stuff came from this channel and it was absolutely correct. Now that I gave you guys a little back history, let's go ahead and get into what you guys came here for today. So, according to my source, Niantic is looking to shadow ban the entire Pokemon Go community. Let me correct myself. Niantic has already shadow banned the entire Pokemon Go community. Now, you're probably wondering, how is that even possible? Why would they do that to us? How can they do that to us? Well, good news is I'm here to tell you how. Let's stop stalling and get into it. Now, those of you are familiar that there are now limits on the game, right? You know there's limits on the game, right? That was implemented by Pokemon Go. I'll tell you this. The daily catch limit has been set to 4,800 catches. That's the daily catch limit. But let me tell you, before I give you any more information, the point of the daily catch limit. This daily catch limit was set in place so that way they can stop people from catching so many Pokemon so that they do not burn themselves out the game. There's people that play this game extremely faithfully. They've collected a lot of Pokemon, and these people tend to move on to other games. So what they're doing is using this method to slow people down so that way people cannot finish the game and they can continue to milk it and make more money off it, including microtransactions and tons of other things. But don't worry, I'm going to get into all of that over a period of time as I begin to roll out more of these videos throughout the week. So I name these episodes so that way when these things become public information, you can go back and be like, he said that in episode 2, he's right, and you guys can properly give me my credit. So let's go ahead and get back into these numbers, and then I'll touch more on why that's happening. Now, when you are spinning Pokestops, the daily limit is 1,200 when you're spending Pokestops. Now, check this out. If you spend more than that, it will not allow you to do anything. You're stuck at that point. And I'll tell you this, the weekly limit is 7,000 spins. You only can spin it 7,000 times, and that's it. You can't do anything. Your game is frozen. They'll give you some bogus message that comes off as an error. Now, if you try to spin and you get that error message, you will no longer be able to spin them Pokemon stops at all. But the trick is, if you don't hit the daily limit, then you're not going to be capped. But if you reach both of those, there's nothing you can do with the game. You might as well just turn it off until your limit is reset at that point. So this is what they're doing, and this ties into episode 1 about the shinies, because they want people to stop catching so many Pokemon. They already made the shinies more valuable, what they're trying to do by bringing in different colors that have never been seen or heard of before, and they're mixing this into it, and there's a lot of other things they're going to be doing to derail this games. Now, we got a lot of information to get through in season 1. There's going to be 10 episodes per season. Wait till we get to the spoofer news and the CEO news about John Hanke. It's just so much that I have to catch you guys up on, and I cannot wait to do that. So I just wanted to let you know, if you try to spin a Pokestop and you get an error message, it's because you've hit the daily limit. Now, they have not come out and officially confirmed this, but I'm pretty sure this will be confirmed at some point in the future. They're trying not to confirm this because this will send people into a uproar, especially in the day and age that we're in now, and people wanting instant gratification and not knowing how to wait for things. So, with that being said, this is part of Niantic's big bad shadow ban secret plan, is to make sure that they can keep people on the game long enough to stretch it out for a couple more years. Now, I know a lot of you probably wondering, dude, are you serious? What are you talking about? I don't think this is real. Whatever, whatever, whatever. If you do your proper research, then you would notice that these things are already happening. And here's the best part about it. If you don't believe me, you can hit these limits for yourself. Now, I'm going to run these limits by you one more time, just in case you didn't get a chance to understand what I was saying. The daily catch limit is 4,800. The weekly limit is 14,000 catches. Once you reach these numbers, every Pokemon that you try to get after that is going to break free and it's going to run away from you. Yes, they programmed the Pokemon to run. It's all set up. It's what you call it? It's a facade. It's a fraud at this point, because you thinking you'll catch these Pokemon, you'll never catch them. It's all designed from within the inside. Now, they do have a direction that they want to take the game, which I think is fairly good. We're going to be touching on that direction in the future, but the way that they're going about things is just not good at all. And by them keeping the fans in the dark, that's going to be the thing that destroys the game. Now, I'm going to tell you what else you can expect from the videos coming up. I want to let you know that they do have industry plants within the Pokemon Go community. There's a lot of new YouTubers that popped up. You got some that replaced oh god, what is his name? I cannot think of his name. It's been a minute. I can't think of his name. You know, the guy who had the YouTube channel and he got off YouTube. He deleted all his videos. I cannot think of his name at all, but he was just as big as Brandon Tans was. Now I think there's a new guy named Pokédex or something like that. Don't worry, I will be doing a video on him soon. I'm researching and doing information research on everybody that I need to do it on, so that way I can keep you guys informed as to who's the industry plants and who is Niantic using to try to control the community. And they've done this secretly in the past, which I've exposed, but it's kind of public information now to a certain degree. So don't worry, these source videos are going to get super intense. I'm going to have people come on to take phone calls. I'm going to be taking calls with them. We're going to get some chatting going on. We're going to be making phone calls. We're really going to question these people and try to get down to the bottom as to what's going on with Pokemon and things of that nature. Now, I do want to pass this question off to you guys in the comment section below. Do you strongly believe that Niantic is secretly shadow banning people? And let me remind you that these limits are real. If you don't believe me, you can hit these limits yourself and see if you're able to catch anything. If you're a frequent player, then I'm pretty sure you've ran into this before. But I will tell you this, they have been doing a beta test on a smaller scale on some accounts to try to keep them from doing things that they deemed suspicious activity. Let's go ahead and get into comments from episode 1. Now, Renee Rogers said, I rarely got shinies before the community day was a thing, yet I had a friend who seemed to get them often. I don't often get the chance to participate in community days due to work, so I don't get many shinies on that factor either. I want to give a shout out to Renee Rogers. Also, Nick Blando said, yes, absolutely yes, the gameplay and the interactions. Blood Cycle Zero said, I rarely been getting shinies in the past, putting community aside, and just recently got a few shinies this month that are not from community events. I still get excited for shinies that I have not caught. Now, if you want your comments to be featured, make sure you answer the question that was asked in this video, and I will answer it in the next one. Be sure to watch episode 1 if you have not done so already. Shout out to Stephen Copsey and everybody else that commented. Until next time, I'm out.